Hey everyone, it's Syerra. So today I'm showing guys why I decided to go bald. Yes, hi. If you guys watched my last video, you will know that I announced that I'm going bald. And yeah, that's today's video. I've been really excited to make this video because everyone in my life knows about my hair and I just really excited to tell the internet finally. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna be talking about everything regarding being bald, like why I did it, how we did it, how people reacted to it, why. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the main thing that people asked me when going bald was why. So a lot of people asked me why, just what my reason was. So my reason was because I have a neurological disorder called trichotillomania. It's a disorder I've had my entire life, and I've made a lot of videos about my trichotillomania, so I'm gonna link one of those videos down below where I go more in depth about it. But yeah, I've had this disorder my whole life, and it's gone worse when COVID first hit in 2020. I went from ripping out only my eyelashes and eyebrows to the hair on top of my head. So I always had like a bald spot on top of my head, and I always had to cover it up with bandanas or hats, or I had to do like a certain hairstyle. And I was having this issue for like a couple years, and I always had the motivation, and I always told myself I would like let my hair grow back. And I was successful a few times where I let my hair grow back and it looked normal, but then I would hit a really rough patch in my life where I got really stressed or really depressed, and I would rip out all my hair again. Not all of it, but like all the progress I made, I would rip out all of it again. And the more I ripped out, the longer it took back for it to grow, and the more I had to cover it up. So I really just got sick of it, and I said enough is enough. I'm finally gonna shave my head. People have mentioned it as a joke in the past. Like, I remember when I was little and I had lice one time, my mom was like, we should shave your head, and I was like, no! I was always super like protective of my hair, oddly enough, my whole life. It's because my mom was. My whole life, my mom never wanted me to touch my hair. She never wanted anyone to cut it, to dye it, to nothing. She was like, you have beautiful hair, leave it alone. So I was always not wanting to cut my hair. I never wanted to go to the barber and get like trims or stuff like that. And I always had the idea, like when my trichotillomania got worse, I always had the idea of what if I just shaved my hair and went bald? The idea at first sounded like, oh no, I'll never do that. But then as my disorder got worse, I was like, the idea don't seem that bad anymore. I really just got sick of it, and that's why I shaved my head, because I didn't want to cover it up anymore. I told people it's more normal to see a woman with all no hair than half and half. Like half a bald spot and then half really long hair. Like that looks weird. It's more normal to see just fully bald. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I had enough covering up, so I was like, let's chop it all off. And I did take a video of that. It was me and my stepmoms. We put my hair, we sectioned it into braids, and then she cut the braids off and then shaved my head. And yeah, so I took a video of it and I took some photos. So here's the video.
All right.
Snip, snip.
Snip, snip. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna keep these away from Jack, okay?
Oh, if he starts eating my hair, I swear to God.
Those are all the braids. Oh, that's very satisfying.
Yeah, I was like, I bet. That feels weird.
Ooh, this is looking good though.
Yeah.
Ta-da! You want photos?
Oh.
What does that feel like?
How does it look, camera?
It looks
How does it
great.
Yeah, pretty fun. So a lot of people were also wondering what I do with my hair. A lot of people were like, are you gonna keep it and be a freak, or are you gonna like whatever? I don't know what they would think I would do with the rest of my hair, but I did decide to donate it. I still had a lot of hair left on my head, so I decided to donate all of it to a local hospital of mine for kids who have cancer, alopecia, and trichotillomania as well. So I'm really happy that like someone can use that hair. We did have a fundraiser going on, so I know on my Instagram, like the day before I decided to shave my hair, I had a fundraiser going on where our goal was to raise $280 for the hospital, and we ended up raising $310. If anyone's watching this who donated, thank you so much for doing it. Every dollar meant so much, and that all went to the hospital. All the money went to the hospital. So I'm really glad that we raised some money for that, and we also helped raise awareness about trichotillomania, which was one of my ultimate goals. So I'm really happy about that. And I was scared. One of my main concerns was, oh no, am I gonna look bad once I shave my head? Like, I was scared that I would have like weird dents on my head or my face wouldn't look proportioned, but honestly, like the second we shaved my head, I didn't really care about that anymore, and I looked in the mirror and I just started crying because I was so happy that it was finally all gone and I didn't have to cover up anything anymore. And I told everyone at my work, at my job, that I was shaving my head, so I was super excited to go in the next day and just like show everyone, and everyone at work was like so that's the next thing I'm gonna get into, the reactions. The reactions I had were super positive, and I'm super lucky for that. Even if certain reactions weren't positive, I really didn't care because I felt so much more confident in myself. My parents and grandparents, they loved it. They were just like, oh my goodness, you look so good, and everyone was telling me I have a good face and head for it, which makes me really happy because it's something a lot of people don't do because of that. And everyone at work, I had a few funny reactions where my job, I'm a cashier at local Syerra, and it was so funny just seeing some managers' reactions. I would just be at the cash with some people, and then I heard, oh my god, like come across the room, and I would look and they were like, you look so good, and I was like, oh my god, thank you. It was just like overwhelming, so many good comments. I had some people that are like, oh my god, I prefer you like this. I was like, I do too, so thanks. Yeah, and it's been really fun like expressing myself more. I've been able to express myself more with makeup and like cool jewelries. I love wearing hoops now because they stand out so much more. I love wearing big earrings, long dangle earrings. I love wearing like chunky necklaces sometimes. I feel like society and the world puts a lot of emphasis and beauty on women with their hair. I always wanted to get rid of it one day and just see what it would be like, and it's great. For me, it's been nothing but positive. I don't have one negative thing to say about being bald, honestly. Especially with my trichotillomania, my hair was really like fragile and really, yeah, just really fragile. So every time I would take a shower or I'd wake up in the morning, my hair shedded a lot. So I'd wake up in the morning and I'd go like this and like take out a lot of hair, and I'd always wake up tangled in my own hair. When I get out of the shower, I always had so much hair on me, you know, and it was such a hassle at the end. I was like, no. And to not feel that anymore, to just wake up and not have hair like coated around me, and just my showers are like 5 seconds now, like it's great. It's a lot less maintenance too, which is so awesome. I had a lot of hair products that were gifted me from my work, and I didn't need all of them. Like a lot of products I had were for split ends, and I don't have any right now. So I gave that all my stepmom. I still have like a shampoo, conditioner, and a hair oil. Those are the only hair products I use currently. And yeah, and also one thing I realized when I shaved my head is that I felt so much more confident because I wasn't able to cover up anything. The rest of my confidence just like boosted, and like people were noticing that. Like I got stopped on the streets, just being like, you look so beautiful and so confident. Like I had a woman come up to me, I was waiting for the bus, and she was like, oh, hi, sorry, I don't know if your hair has always been like this or if you had it long at one point, but I just want to say like you look really good and you carry yourself so well. I was like, oh my goodness, like thank you. I didn't even know people would like notice, honestly. And when I tell people that I used to have like really long hair and then I cut all off, they're always like, oh my goodness, like they think I'm so like brave for doing it, and I don't know, it makes me smile every time. I love talking about it to people. I love telling them like why I decided to do it, and yeah, it's something that like I never thought I would do like 2 years ago. 2 years ago I was like a big hard no on it, but it was always still in mind, and I'm really happy I did it. I'm so happy. There are a few things I didn't expect when I went bald that I had to consider. Sunscreen is a big one. I have to wear sunscreen on top of my head now that I never had to do before because or else I'm gonna burn on top of my head. So just putting on sunscreen every morning on my head has been like a new thing, you know, because I did get a burn on top of my head like the first few days I was bald, and I was like, yeah, that hurts. And I didn't want that. So sunscreen, ladies and gents, if you're bald out there, sunscreen on top of your head, remember that. And it's so funny to see people that like don't recognize me with my hair anymore, because a lot of people I went to like high school and elementary school with, they always remember me having hair, obviously, and now when like I see them, some of them don't recognize me anymore because not everyone follows me on social media. So when they see me, recognize me, they're always like, oh my god, like I didn't notice you. But then they're like, you look great. Like, I've just received so much positive feedback and I'm so grateful because I know it's not everyone who has like the support around them. I think there was only one person who was a little like on it. It was my mom. I texted her a photo of how it looked and she was like, oh, it looks good, and like didn't text me anymore. Just like stopped. So I was like, okay, but I really didn't care. There was only one person who was like, nah, and I don't let it bother me at all because again, I'm so much more happy like this. It just boosted everything for me. But yeah, I am much more confident, and a lot of people are telling me like, okay, so is your hair pulling done now that you have no more hair? And no. My hand always tries to still rip out some hair. Like I'm always, every time I sit down, I'm always like rubbing my head. I'm always going like this because my hands are trying to find something to do. I always used to like pull out or I'll have a piece of hair and like tuck on that. But now I literally, like, I made sure to cut it really short where I couldn't like grab a piece of hair. And I let my hair grow out at one point, and then I shaved it even more because I started pulling out my hair. So honestly, I'm gonna keep shaving my head until I decide to stop pulling one day, basically. I haven't heard anyone speak like about bad things about being bald. Like everyone just says it's so freeing, it's less maintenance to do, so it's great. I would recommend everyone to do it at least once in your life. It was on my bucket list, and at least now I can say I went bald. That's pretty cool. That's not something everyone did, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, a lot of people also ask me like if I want to keep my hair like this, and I definitely do want to keep my hair like this for a long time, a good maybe year or two, because I really do like this hairstyle on me, and it's also it's one of the only ways that's stopping my trichotillomania. It's one of the only things that's stopping me from pulling out more hair. So yes, that's why I want to make a video, spread more awareness about it, and to just talk more about it, you know? Women being bald, I love it. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more videos about just what happens in my life like this, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!